Hello everyone, many glad tidings to you. This is the next installment of the 2018 Pagan ABC Challenge. So last time we talked a little bit about astral projection, and this time we're going on to the subject of B. And as you can see before you, I've placed a bell as the subject of this little conversation. Bells have always been something that have resonated with me, no pun intended, and it's always sort of made me wonder, well, why is that? I learned a long time ago, every human being, every living thing, well, everything in existence vibrates to a certain frequency. And using the right frequency, you can either enhance the motions or the functions of your subject, or you can also disrupt them with a frequency if you have that sort of purpose. Bells have sort of helped me clarify my vibrations in times where I feel my emotions are erratic, my energy movements are just out of whack. Even at times when I feel that my chakra flows have become disruptive, bells are something that help me fine-tune the motions and get myself back on track. I have an angel guardian that came to me a long time ago, and I found out that he also has an affinity for bells. After he first showed up, I acquired a string of bells that I used to wear around my waist. And when I was working at that time, I was focusing my attentions on our work together. And it just seemed that something about the bells helped me bring myself to a higher level of attunement so that he and I could work together. And I'm not sure how anyone else uses bells. They are a very common tool that a lot of pagans and witches like to have on their altars because they're often associated with certain ritual work, which I do employ bells for such purposes as well. When I'm doing a ritual, especially one that requires me to do a sort of summons, if I'm asking spirits to help me on whatever path I've set myself on for the purpose of that ritual, sometimes I feel as though it's easy for me to step off the path and lose myself. And just hearing the ringing of the bell really helps bring me back into focusing on the vibrations that go through my body when I hear the bell, focusing on the actual frequency of the bell's pitch. Those are things that really help me ground. I've heard some people call bells more of perhaps maybe a wind associated item because they make a sound, and we sort of attribute sounds as being carried on the winds. Some people put them in the class of more of a drum because it's something sort of percussion like. The little striker hits the inside of the bell and produces the tone, whereas you would strike a drum and they equate it more of an earth sort of element, which, to be honest, I feel like a bell can be whatever you need it to be. With me, if I think about it, I suppose it has been more earth-like to me. I also love drums. I feel that the beat of the drum resonates within my soul as a mother's heartbeat would, and that mother is our Mother Earth. I feel that the drum represents the heartbeat of the Earth Mother. And in a way, I sort of feel that way about bells. Maybe it's more like her voice that speaks to me. You know, it can be high-pitched, sort of a warning, or it can be a lower tone that's sort of lulling. You know, if you think about how a mother may sing to a baby in different ways, if she's happy and sharing that with the baby, or if she wants to lull the baby to sleep, she uses a different sort of tone. I feel that bells work in much the same way for me. And while that may seem to be overanalyzing the situation, as I often do, bells, I feel that if you concentrate on them in a way that you would concentrate on any focus point, I feel that they can be very helpful in helping you with a lot of different things, as far as meditation or astral projection. I've heard of some people having someone to assist them in lucid dreaming and using bells. So they're very multifunctional, and I think they're just interesting when you start to study how and if you resonate with bells. They're not for everyone. As I was saying last time, your methods of your practice are as unique to you, if not more so, than your fingerprints, if that seems possible. While it shouldn't be possible for more than 2 humans to have a certain set of fingerprints, I feel that magic and the way that we employ it, it's on a deeper level than that. It's beyond the physical. It's the essence of what makes us human. And while I don't believe that magic is just for humans, I feel that comprehending the fact that magic exists helps us understand our humanity, because our humanity should be intrinsically tied to our nature friends, the fae, dragons, the spirits, the benevolent spirits that move with us in this plane of existence. I feel that being aware of that and what helps you, such as bells or whatever other methods you use, can really help you become a stronger, more flexible, more balanced individual. And that's about all for my ramblings on this subject. I think it's something really interesting to talk about. Do you use bells in your practice? And if you do, how do you employ them? What sort of methods do you use in order to make bells a part of what you do? And if you don't, if you actually have a reason for avoiding bells, perhaps you'd like to share that too. Sharing our personal experiences, I believe, are part of our deep quest in this walk, because we share in order to understand one another, and that understanding, I believe, makes us better every single day than the person we were yesterday. Thank you again for your time. Many blessings to you, and I hope that everyone is enjoying the new year and what it means, what it'll bring. Blessed be.